Welcome to Season 2 of Clash. In the second season of Clash, we're going to be going through Verdance in the upcoming ProQuest meta, and we're kind of going to be showing off some matchups and interactions and kind of going through that way. And yeah, I hope you enjoy Season 2. So, we're starting off with a mirror. The mirror is notably like kind of a interesting matchup because it's very much just spamming your potions and trying to get there that way. Personally, I've got compliances in my sideboard to kind of help us a little in this matchup. I like botting out Scar for a Scar, Sink Below, just anything that doesn't let us use our action point really effectively, because clearing cards from hand can be quite difficult sometimes. There's an argument to kind of cut Pulsing Ether in this matchup, but I don't think it's particularly great. I like cutting a Scour because we're bringing in a bunch of blues, and I think it's completely fine to cut some number of Emeritus Scalding too. Just because it's very infrequent that we kind of come down to those situations where that card's relevant. So our opponent notably did not start with the combo setup, which I think is going to be very unfortunate for them, because something Verdance is very good at doing is just kind of blocking out and resetting every turn, and getting to do the correct huge combos. So by kind of showing us this, we've kind of got like infinite time now to do whatever we like. And because of that, we're gonna start off with the Burn Bear. And just kind of throw 6 Arcane in. Our opponent can AB3, but that's kind of like whatever. We're gonna turn Metacarpus Node off because we don't really use it except for the combo turn. And we're gonna Arsenal the Puname Amulet so that we can just play it out on another turn, just use our action point that way. So our opponent's going to go back down to 40, we're going to go up to 42, and we're going to Arsenal Punami. Notably, not attacking in the mirror is pretty good. Like, we want to kind of only really attack 2 or 3 times, and we want to be using, like, Fellings for that, or Plowunders to cycle away our opponent's cards. Here, I think we're just going to AB for this. And then we're going to E-Strike, pitching, putting the light up leaves on the bottom. And here we generate an Illuvian Constellus counter. We're going to take the 2 Arcane here. I think I actually really like the line of going 5 go again, and then just keeping our arsenal clear for D-Reacts, and also for Rootbound Carapace in particular, because that's one of the better ways to decompose. But also just getting another potion in there if we draw 2 at once, or Rampant Growth. Typically I like comboing at the end of first cycle, before our opponent can start stacking answers to things. And also just like cycling this away means that like we can just make sure our opponent doesn't have the CNCs or anything to deal with us. So here I just want to like AB whatever they throw, discard fruits, play the healing potion, arsenal, light up the leaves, and go from there. Our opponent's gonna throw this. They're gonna get the first decompose in, which isn't great for us, but it's not the end of the world. Personally, I just want to block 3 with the Everbloom Life, discard the fruits, so we are only going to functionally take 3 this cycle. We're going to Arsenal the light up the leaves. A lot of the time we can end up generating extra value by we can generate a lot of extra value by just making sure that we stay above 32-ish, so we just want to free roll these potions while we can. So it's a bit of an awkward hand, because we want to play the light up the leaves to kind of unclear our arsenal. So we might be using Copier, cycling this light up the leaves, putting the Rampant Growth in, and then just like playing the healing potion. Because we're actually very close to just full on comboing our opponent. We just need to play one more healing potion out and find a Rampant Growth, and then we can just full combo our opponent. So our opponent is playing the combo pieces, which is kind of good for us, honestly. Tempted to just take this, actually. trying to think, what can we do here? So we could. I think we're gonna take this. We're gonna play the Heartbeat out so that we get the extra card in graveyard and gain one more life. And then we're just gonna play the potion and hope that we can just jam this out next turn, and we're just gonna end this. Which sucks, but when you get this many potions this early, you just like can't put this on bottom. Like, I just need to Arsenal this now. Like, I don't really get a choice. Our opponent using the Heartbeats early is also good for us, because that's one of the better late game cards, and also is really good on the combo turn. Yep, so opponent's gonna swing at us. I'm actually gonna block 5 like this. We're gonna cycle the light up the leaves, and then we're gonna swing the Plow Under back. Because quite frequently, if our opponent arsenaled a powerful card here. That's interesting. So we could like send the E-Strike and then play out. No, so our opponent's gonna give us a way to use this, because now we're gonna get a second Alluvian counter. And we could be comboing next turn, so here I actually just want to like... we got blown out a little bit by the fact our opponent did that, so I'm actually not going to throw the Plow Under here. I'm just going to swing for 1 Arcane. Because then we're only getting 2 value, so I'm going to do this. Our opponent's going to have to like AB it. They're also putting a Rampant Growth on the bottom, which is quite good for us. Because now we just need to find our potion plus 1 more Rampant Growth, and then we can be the first person to combo, which is exactly what we want to be in this matchup. And as long as we do a full combo, our opponent's kind of in a very bad spot. We can also like find the next potion and then just like throw a couple of Fellings, decompose up to 8, and then make sure that we've got enough for the combo turn. So now our opponent has 2 cards left. We really don't want to get Plow Undered, but unfortunately it's just a part of playing the matchup that sometimes you are just going to get Plow Undered. Like, Tranquil Domain, target Aura. Okay. So our opponent's just getting a card into graveyard that way. I think I just want a Surgent here. Yeah. Let's just Surgent. And then we're gonna play the Light Up the Leaves. If our opponent blocks this, it's like perfectly fine. Because like, now they have to give us another card to block this. And they're gonna take at least 3 Arcane, potentially 4, which brings them closer to being comboed. That was our last Light Up the Leaves, but we still have 2 Burn Bears in deck. Yep, so our opponent ABs it. It's good for us. And there's our last healing potion, so we're really close to comboing. We might need to go quite big here, because our opponent's still on 41. So there's an argument to hold the Heartbeat here. There's like an extra life gain, although we can just fill it in with like any what do you call it? Any kind of Fruits of the Forest. We've only seen 2 of those so far, plus I think we might have pitched 1. We're just going to discard the Mental Block here, which is perfectly fine. Would be nice if we'd seen more of opponents Light Up the Leaves, because that is a card we don't want to combo into. But I think if we just do a combo that's big enough, we should be fine. Well, we got all our potions down, so now we got 2 counters on Alluvian, which is another thing we're waiting on, so... Yeah, this is kind of perfect. This is exactly the hand we want, so we're just really hoping our opponent doesn't interact with our hand here. So we're gonna gain 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna Surgent for 40 something, and then we're gonna throw the Burn Bear for like another... Surgent's gonna be for like 25, and then Burn Bear's gonna be for lethal, I think. So this just Potion? Opponent's gonna go to 42, and the good thing is like also if our opponent isn't dead, it's like kind of fine, because we can just go to our next turn and Storm Striders them while they have no cards in hand for maybe. So let's discard. And this also puts us another 10 life up, so it's like pretty hard for opponent to kill us back, and we've got compliance in the deck to kind of stop that, so we're probably trying to find the compliance soon. So getting 10 life here. So what we do here is we play the Rampant Growth, gain 1, then we resolve the other Rampant Growth first, gaining the other life, then they both resolve. So we're amping 12 each time. Then we're going to Alluvion for Surgeon, swing this for 25 Arcane. Our opponent's going to AB3, take 21. And even if they have the Burn Bear, they're going to take enough damage that it's pretty hard for them to come back from here. I think Talashar's just doing that thing where it times out a little bit. Alluvion. The Burn Bear being for 6 Arcane here is pretty huge actually, because like even if they have the Burn Bear or something, it's probably going to put them sub 5, I think. Yep, so our opponent didn't have the Earth card or anything, so we're going to amp 28, and then our opponent's just going to die. So we got pretty lucky this game that we just found our potions really quick. I think the choice to play Surgeon means that if you do just draw the potions quick enough, you can just kill your opponent very quickly. And I think this is typically the best way to play the matchup. So yeah.